Age of Umbra is a huge hit for Critical Role. The Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set smashes sales records, and some huge new RPGs are heading our way.
Can't wait!
Welcome to Tabletop News Tuesday on the Character Sheet, your first look at the week's biggest fantasy and TTRPG news. Before we talk Critical Role viewership, Daggerheart card creators, and more, why not take a second to hit those like and subscribe buttons to help us keep this channel growing? And then, let's dive into the news.
Good news, everyone!
2 weeks in, and the fans seem to love Critical Role's Age of Umbra series. And while the streaming viewership is slightly down from its peak for episode 1, which tends to be true for every single Critical Role series ever, the first episode is racking up huge views on YouTube, as fans appear to be enjoying the slightly shorter, sub 4 hour runtime as well as the dark and gritty new Daggerheart setting. The first episode is already at just under 750,000 views on YouTube, the most the channel has seen on a video since episode 1 of the EX2 Divergence miniseries over 3 months ago, and is trending towards ending at over 1 million views in the next few weeks, which will make it the first million view video on the YouTube channel since the final episode of Campaign 3, and is actually on pace to hit 1 million views faster than any Critical Role episode since episode 1 of Downfall nearly a year ago. And this is all with Liam and Laura still waiting to join the game, although Liam is already teasing major character deaths over on social media. So with Age of Umbra pulling huge numbers and the cast clearly having a ton of fun at the table, are we moving ever closer to a future where Campaign 4 is just run off the Daggerheart system? With multiple cast members having to roll 50-50s for their characters' lives, it feels like Age of Umbra has finally brought back a lot of the stakes fans have been missing in Campaign 3 of Critical Role, largely due to Daggerheart's incredibly engaging death system. So don't be shocked if we hear a Campaign 4 Daggerheart system announcement in the next few months.
But I want it now!
Speaking of Daggerheart, while the game is still almost impossible to find on shelves, after selling out at the distributor level across most of the nation, a brand new feature of Critical Role's hit TTRPG has just gone live, as the new Daggerheart card creator is officially up and running. The browser-based card creator features an easy-to-use UI that is basically a very streamlined version of very simple image editing software, and has a fast tour of the system that's a mini tutorial that should be incredibly easy for basically anyone to pick up. You can alter existing cards, create your own cards complete with your own images, text, costs, and more, and there are options for all 4 types of cards: domain, ancestry, subclass, and community. So you can effectively create any card you want for any aspect of Daggerheart. They are also easily exported as PDFs or high-res images for printing, so you can go from creating your dream domain card to printing it out and playing with it, all in the span of about 1 minute. So make sure you check it out today on the Daggerheart website.
Compelling and rich.
It's not the Baldur's Gate 4 announcement we've been hoping for, but another hugely popular D&D video game is getting a new lease on life, as the enhanced edition of Neverwinter Nights 2 is coming to PCs and consoles on July 15th. Featuring all the expansions of the classic D&D video game like Mark of the Betrayer and Mysteries of Westgate, it will bring over 100 hours of Neverwinter Nights 2 goodness to a new audience, with enhanced graphics and performance and the ability to be played on Steam Deck. Neverwinter Nights 2 is one of the all-time great classic D&D video games. Right alongside Baldur's Gate 2, so could D&D be dropping some hints that the next video game franchise they could return to will see us exploring the streets of Neverwinter instead of returning to Baldur's Gate? We'll have to wait and see, but in just over a month, we'll have at least a remastered version of this amazing D&D adventure to check out in the meantime.
It's about damn time.
And in even more shocking RPG video game news, it turns out that Owlcat Games, the much-loved cRPG studio behind huge hits like Pathfinder Kingmaker and Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, is trying out a new setting, as they're bringing the incredible universe of the Expanse to life in their latest RPG. The Expanse Osiris Reborn is a third-person action RPG, which is already a bit of a departure from the usually isometric, turn-based RPGs like Kingmaker and Rogue Trader that made Owlcat famous. And the Expanse universe itself, which is based off the hit sci-fi series, will feature players taking up the role of a merc in the wrong place at the wrong time, just trying to hold their crew together. So far, the gameplay looks like it'll be close to something like a Mass Effect or a Destiny-style RPG shooter, which we're definitely here for, just set in the slightly more grounded sci-fi universe of the Expanse, where you won't be fighting aliens so much as you'll be fighting human colonists of other planets or human belters who live in low gravity and have developed slightly hollow, longer bones from generations of low grav. So if you want a gritty, sci-fi based action RPG with the pedigree of a studio like Owlcat Games behind it, you can wishlist the game now or sign up for the special Founders Edition today, as Owlcat promised to release more details in the very near future.
Check this out.
And finally, the announcement all Magic the Gathering fans knew was coming has arrived. Final Fantasy's Magic the Gathering set has become the best-selling Magic the Gathering set ever released, according to Hasbro CEO Chris Cox in a recent investors call. And that was all just based off pre-orders alone. The Final Fantasy set, which has been flying off the shelves at a record-smashing pace ever since it launched over the weekend, has seen unprecedented sales that apparently dwarf even that of the Lord of the Rings set that featured Post Malone paying $2 million for a one-of-the-kind One Ring card. Final Fantasy's Magic set instead has 77 golden chocobo cards, and while we have not seen a reliable pull of one of those cards listed for sale yet, the less rare colored versions of the traveling chocobo card are currently selling for thousands of dollars online, which just shows you how absolutely insane the demand for the Magic the Gathering set truly is. The commander decks for this game, which are supposed to retail for either $70 or $150 for the limited edition version, are instead going for 2 or 3 times that price if you can even find them on store shelves or online to begin with. Given that Hasbro says it sold over $100 million of the Lord of the Ring Magic set last year, we'd be shocked if Final Fantasy didn't double that amount by the end of this year, as it brings together 2 massive fan bases with cards that capture the essence of characters like Cloud, Sephiroth, and our personal favorite, Cecil, while still having incredibly useful abilities and stats for Magic fans that just want good new cards to fill out their decks. And as the first official Universes Beyond collab to become a fully legal set, playable in all major Magic tournament systems, this could just be the first of a long line of record-breaking Magic releases headed our way in the next few years.
It's time to shape your story.
Shall we?
And that's all we have for this week, so let us know what your favorite story was down in the comments. And don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.